The afternoon sun cast a warm glow across the city as Zara pushed open the cafe door, holding little Alina's hand tightly. The aroma of roasted coffee beans wrapped around them instantly, comforting and familiar. Alina hopped excitedly beside her, her sandal straps clicking against the floor as she tried to peek into the display counter from afar. Zara guided her daughter to the window seat, brushing dust from the cushion and setting their small bag down. She was tired. Exhaustion clung to her shoulders, settled in the faint shadows under her eyes, but her smile for Alina never faltered. This was their routine, their quiet joy in a life built from careful sacrifices. In the far corner of the cafe, a man froze mid-sentence, his fingers hovering above his laptop keyboard. Rayan Malik blinked slowly, unsure if time had suddenly played a cruel trick on him. He leaned forward, unable to look away as the woman he once loved so fiercely, in a life that now felt like a memory he carried in his bones, walked gracefully across the cafe with a child in tow. He felt his heartbeat climb painfully. 4 years had gone by, 4 years of silence so loud it sometimes kept him awake at night. He had wondered about her, missed her more than he admitted to himself, but seeing her now, standing just feet away, sent something inside him shattering. She looked different, more grounded, more tired, yet somehow stronger. And beside her, the child, the little girl with hazel eyes and a tiny dimple that tugged painfully at something buried in his chest. Zara lined up at the counter, unaware of the storm of emotions unraveling across the room. She counted her money quietly, trying not to let the rising price stickers on every menu item unsettle her. Alina was drawing little circles on the foggy window now, humming softly to herself. Rayan watched Zara tuck a loose strand of hair behind her ear, the same gesture she had made 1,000 times when they lived together. He remembered mornings when she'd hurry to tie her hair before rushing to make him breakfast, evenings when she'd fall asleep with that same strand covering her cheek. Memories he thought he had buried returned, uninvited. Zara stepped aside with her tray, lifting her head briefly, and her breath caught. Her eyes locked onto the last pair she ever expected to see. Rayan, her ex-husband, her greatest heartbreak, her deepest regret. He stood slowly, as if afraid she might disappear. Zara, he whispered, voice cracking. Shock rippled through her. She glanced back at Alina instinctively, panic flashing across her face. What are you doing here? I could ask you the same, he murmured, though his gaze shifted toward the child. Zara stepped into his line of sight. That shield was instinctive, immediate, and full of meaning. He swallowed hard. Is she not here? She whispered. Please. They sat in the quiet corner away from Alina. The silence between them felt heavier than any argument they had ever had. Zara kept her eyes lowered, twisting her dupatta in her hands to stop them from trembling. Rayan leaned forward, his voice barely holding together. Zara, why didn't you tell me? Her lips trembled. Because you were never there. You were drowning in your empire, building walls so high nothing could reach you. I didn't want my child growing up in a life where her father lived in airports and boardrooms more than at home. He flinched, the truth slicing clean through him. I would have tried. You didn't try for us, she whispered, pain tightening her voice. Every fight ended with you walking away. Every conversation felt like a negotiation. And by the time I realized I was pregnant, our marriage was already ashes. Rayan's jaw clenched. I still deserved to know. Her eyes glistened. She deserved peace. Not a life where the media would stalk her first steps. Not hollow promises. Not loneliness dressed in luxury. He inhaled shakily, guilt overwhelming him. So she is mine. Zara's silence was confirmation enough. He turned to look at Alina, swinging her legs, humming with chocolate on her chin, and his throat tightened painfully. Does she know about me? No, Zara whispered, his heart cracked. Let me know her, please. I won't take her away. I won't make demands. Just give me a chance to be in her life. Even if it's slow. Zara looked at him then, the woman he once lost and maybe still wanted. Her eyes were full of conflict, past wounds pulling her one way, her daughter's future pulling her another. Rayan, I don't know, she whispered. I'll wait, he murmured, voice breaking. As long as it takes. Zara brushed a tear from her cheek and stood. Alina was calling her from the window, her small hand waving eagerly. Zara walked toward her daughter, steadying her heart. Rayan watched them with a hollow ache, realizing he was staring at everything he didn't know he needed until the moment he lost it. And for the first time in 4 years, hope flickered, fragile, uncertain, but alive.